Hello, my name is Alyssa, and in this lovely video I would love to introduce to you my latest discovery in terms of male to female body transformation. This wonderful breastplate from the brand Roanier. Et voila! No matter whether you're a crossdresser, a transgender, a drag queen, or you simply want to experience a male to female body transformation, this breastplate is the absolute must-have accessory. Not only it creates a beautiful visual impression of a female upper body, but it also gives you some feeling of what it feels like to have actual boobs. Isn't that exciting? Okay guys, let's get started and welcome to join me on my journey of transformation. Let's begin with the unboxing of the product. Yay! So let me show you the outer carton that had been delivered to my home. You see it here. A simple unicolored carton. You don't see any illustration or advertisement of fake boobs, silicone breast or breastplate, however you would like to call it. Let me turn the carton to you from different angles, so you don't need to be afraid. There is no information whatsoever revealing the content of this box. Actually, not even the company name is put on it, so I'm positively surprised by that. So for those of you who are a bit afraid to order such kind of product to their home because they are afraid that maybe postmen, parents, roommates, whosoever might see what is inside this carton, don't worry about it. No one will be able to know unless, of course, you would like to show them. Inside this kind of outer carton you will have another carton, a beautiful inner carton. Let me show that one here for you. This one now is with the company name. It's like a dark blue and with a nice golden ribbon, so lovely. And yeah, the brand name Roanier. So inside of this one, if I open it, you see it's safely stored with another plastic, so I don't need to be worrying. It's so stored so safely so that nothing will get damaged during the transportation process. Yeah, and if you're ready, then I would show you now the product as it came to me. Et voila! Here it is, the breastplate, a C-cup. My dear, I would love to show you the full product in all its beauty. However, for YouTube user guidelines, I do need to cover the nipples, otherwise the video would be removed or disappear right after I uploaded the video, which I would like to avoid, of course. So bear with me, and if you want to see the product in its full beauty, please check the website. I leave you a link at the description of the video, and there you can check it out. By the way, the actual delivery to my home was like super fast. I ordered 2 products from Roanier. One came directly from China. The other one was in their EU warehouse. The China one took around a week to arrive here. The one from the EU warehouse just around 3 days. So it's like super quick. My advice for you, if you are more the impatient kind of person like me, check out whether your preferred product is available in the warehouse close to your home. If not, that's also not a big deal, then it will be transported to you from China. To wait a week, I think it's not too long, and after all, anticipation is half the fun, right? To understand why a breastplate is such an excellent tool for a male to female body transformation, allow me to briefly highlight to you what makes a body visually appear more masculine or what makes it appear more feminine. Don't worry, I don't want to give you here any boring biology class in terms of what's the difference between a body of a man and a woman. I guess you all know that, or I hope you all know that. However, nevertheless, I would like to raise your attention to 3 major body parts that have a huge overall role in order to make a masculine body appear more softer, more elegant, more feminine. The body shape of a man is very much characterized by broad shoulders, and there's a relatively straight line in terms of bust, waist and hip area. In most of the cases also the body is relatively flat. Whereas the woman's body is very much defined, with this kind of boob area and hip area being wider than the waist size. This will also create this wonderful curvy impression that we all admire women for, this kind of female silhouette. So these three body parts are very crucial to understand, because bearing those in mind, you know what you need to work on. Expanding the boob and hip area by simultaneously reducing the waist size. For each of these body parts there are several tricks or tools how to achieve this desired effect, and in this video I would especially focus on the boob part. Well, one of the probably most outstanding and obvious characteristics of a female body are undoubtedly the breasts. It's the boobs that create a nice curvy female impression of the upper body, and apart from a beautiful face, it's a nice cleavage that attracts people's visual attention, especially while wearing something especially low cut, like low cut dresses or beautiful lingerie. As most men, however, are not really endowed with much meat on their chest area, they don't really have something to work with. So, actually what to do? You have three major options that you can consider. So the first option that you have is taping. For those men who have a bit of meat on their chest area, they can use like a kind of a sticky bra, or they can push together the breasts and tape it in order to achieve this kind of artificial cleavage look. Well, for me, I feel the effect is limited, and the tape on my skin feels not very comfortable and irritates my skin, so I don't really consider this as an option. Option number 2, you can draw yourself a cleavage. This might require a bit of time and preparation beforehand, depending on your body, whether you have chest hair or not, so you might need to remove them by either shaving or waxing. After that you can start with the actual drawing. So that the cleavage looks convincing, it requires some kind of a realistic 3D effect, which you need to achieve. Otherwise it just looks pitiful and people will ask you, what have you done to your chest? However, if done properly, the drawn cleavage can look very great, especially from a frontal view. Nevertheless, there is one major downturn and one major disadvantage. The drawing will not actually help to make your body curvier. So once I go to the sidewise, for instance, you see the actual body shape remains unchanged, and especially when you like to wear a bra, a bikini or a low-cut dress, that's a disadvantage. And option number 3, the option that I'm mostly in favor of, is the breastplate. Et voila! By wearing it you can transform your body shape and enhance your breast side fairly fast. No matter from a frontal view or from a side view, let me show you. The silicone boobs, as you see here, fill out the cups of the lingerie and the dress in quite a natural and in a beautiful way. You don't need any preparations such as waxing or shaving. You just take the breastplate and put it over. It's just a matter of less than a minute. Especially if you're not that experienced or skilled in drawing a cleavage, this will save you much time, and the time that you save for drawing a beautiful cleavage, you can better invest in a beautiful makeup for your face. Now allow me to give you some useful recommendations what to keep in mind before actually wearing the breastplate. It's recommended to cover your body with some talcum powder, as you see here, before actually wearing the breastplate. Don't worry, you don't need any expensive or specific brand for this one. Just go to the next convenience store and buy any baby powder that you can find. That will work just fine. The powder will facilitate the procedure of putting on the breastplate. As the silicone is quite tight and sticky to the skin, the powder surface will make it easier to adjust the breast until it's positioned in a perfect position. Furthermore, it reduces sweating, and that's especially good during hot summer times when the sun is shining, it feels very hot, or also if you're in a room which is kind of warm and there is no window open, no fresh air or no air circulation. Actually, to put on the silicone suit is a matter of around a minute. It's really super fast, and believe me, you will get experience after you have done it several times. To put on the breastplate, you just need to stretch here the neck part. Let me show you. I hope you can see it here in the video. And simply pull it over as a sweater. You can stretch it, however, please do it with care and do it gently. Otherwise, if you tear it too much, of course, it can break. As the silicone is quite sticky, I would suggest you to, before you actually put it on, to use some kind like a hairnet or like a wig cap. I show you here. Just put it over here your head. This will help you that the silicone will not rub on your hair or on your head skin, which might feel a little bit uncomfortable because the silicone here slides over more easily. Whether you would like to put on the breastplate either before or after you apply the makeup, that's totally up to you. I usually prefer to wear my breastplate after I finished the makeup, simply because with time in a room you might feel a little bit warm and you start to sweat, but that's just my personal preference. However, please watch out that once you apply the makeup and then you would like to wear it, stretch this neck part here wide enough so that the silicone suit would not touch your face while you're pulling it over. If you do so, you might smear some of your facial makeup to the breastplate, which is less the problem for the breastplate because you can either just wash it off with water, soap or makeup remover. But yeah, it's more of a problem for your facial makeup, which might be ruined by that, and correcting it might be time consuming and definitely super annoying. So alright guys, let me now start with the actual review of the product, and I would like to share with you why I decided for this particular breastplate from the brand Ruanier. Of course, the most striking and convincing point to me is here the fantastic cleavage look that this breastplate creates. It provides a very much realistic illusion of real boobs, especially when you wear suitable outfits such as this dress here, or like lingerie, bra, bikini, swimsuits or whatsoever. The good thing is that you can choose the particular cup size that you would like to try. The range is quite wide and you can choose either a very realistic one, depending on your body, I would say A to D cup, or you would like to try something very sexy and exaggerated like E to H cup. They even have an S cup right now, but I guess those are pretty heavy. Color wise, you have the choice of 4 different colors: Caucasian tone, natural tone, taint and dark. You have 2 choices in terms of the filling of the cup size, either silicone gel filled or a cotton. The cotton are a little bit lighter, and the silicone gel filled, as what I have here with my C cup, they feel a little bit more natural. The color I'm wearing here for my breastplate is a natural color. That works quite well for me, as I'm not that pale for the Caucasian style, but also not that taint for the taint version or for the dark version. In most of the cases, the color will also not be 100% match, so please keep that in mind. You just need to try some makeup to create a smoother transition between the borders, between the seams of skin and breastplate. Apart from my C cup breastplate that I'm wearing just now, I also have a F cup. This, however, I mostly wear for performances, photo shoots or modeling activities. For me, it really depends very much on the occasion. When I go for grocery shopping, when I go to the shopping mall with my friends, a C cup will work just fine. However, once I go for clubbing, go out with my girls, a bigger cup size is definitely an eye-catcher, and believe me, you will have fun. If you'd like to see me wearing the F cup breastplate, just subscribe and leave a comment down below, and your wish will be my command, and in your next video I will introduce it to you. Apart from the beautiful cleavage look, I like this brand's eye to details. Probably it's hard to recognize in the video, however, the used silicone has a very realistic skin texture. So not just shiny, unicolored material, which looks more like an overall or costume. The same is true for the highlighted collarbones, which let the entire breastplate appear much more realistic, because no person has a completely smooth neck area here. The nipples, which I unfortunately can't show you in this video due to YouTube user guidelines, look also very natural. The nipples of the breastplate are quite erect, so it depends on whether you want others to see your nipples under a skin-tight dress, top, blouse or not. If yes, leave them as they are. If no, cover them underneath your clothes with tape or covering them with a bra. That's totally up to your preference and depends very much on the occasion, if you ask me. As for the neck part, the silicone covers most of the neck, hiding the Adam's apple here, which is good because this is also a very typical man feature of a body. I know some people don't like to have something skin tight around their neck, as they would feel uncomfortable with the time. If you are one of those, you can cut the breastplate accordingly and trim it to the size that you would like to have. I personally have not done it yet, as I don't mind this feeling and I like my Adam's apple to be covered. Apart from the breastplate with this integrated neck part, you can also choose a round collar breastplate. Of course, the most important objective of a breastplate is the look. However, the quality is also of paramount importance. My warm advice for you is, whenever you use products that get in touch with your skin, please make sure it's tested and certified stuff. Health and safety should always be #1 priority. For the breastplate, medical silicone is used, so it passed clinical tests, which prove that the silicone interacts safely with the skin. The thickness of the silicone is really a happy medium, I would say. On the one side, it's thick enough so that it's solid and stretchy without easily tearing or breaking. This enables you, as I mentioned before, that you can put on the breastplate and put it off without the help of another person. On the other side, it's thin enough to ensure a natural look and that this kind of breastplate doesn't get too heavy. Because we are not in medieval times where we need a knight's armor, right? What I would like to make you aware of in advance is that while wearing the breastplate, you will find that the surface here will get a bit oily. This is a kind of a weak point of a silicone breast, but cannot really be avoided. So the more oily the silicone is, the more it has an artificial shininess, and an artificial shininess, of course, does not really contribute to a natural look. However, you can avoid this by using makeup or powder. Furthermore, the more oily the product is, the more magnetic the silicone will be for hairs. However, these new breastplates from the brand Ranier are much less oily than predecessors or products from other brands. Probably due to this silicone material, you will never be able to 100% stop that some hairs will stick to the silicone. However, in general, you can say the less oily the product is, the less you will encounter these kind of issues of hair magnets or of this kind of artificial shininess.
The comfort of wearing a breastplate is really great. It's not painful, I don't have the feeling that something pinches or irritates my skin, even after many hours of usage. Sometimes when I do have a photo shoot or when I have a meeting with my girls, I wear it all day or all night long and it's just fine and so much fun. No matter whether you do sports, you're dancing or you just have a walk around, the silicone sticks to your skin comfortably and safely, ensuring you a perfect fit. I actually almost never have to adjust them. That's for instance the major difference compared with a bra padding insert. Last but not least, there's another major advantage of a breastplate, which I would like to share with you. We often talk about giving the perfect or at least the most realistic illusion as possible to others. However, we should not factor out our own feelings and the psychological effect it has on us. The longer you wear the breastplate, the more you get used to this feeling and the more you feel like you actually have real boobs. I guess it's because of the tight contact with your skin, the solid weight and the realistic touch and feel of the silicone gel filler. When you are jogging outside, when you take stairs, when you dance, you will feel how they jiggle. A feeling that you didn't know yet, I guess. With every movement you will feel how the boobs are bouncing. I guess you will enjoy it very much the same as I do, and with this joy you will be happier and more self-confident, which contributes a great deal to your overall transformation. Now, after some general information about the breastplate as well as the review, let us focus how to best integrate the breastplate with your overall outfit. There are 3 major tips and tricks how to achieve a more natural look. Depending on your outfit, a necklace, a choker or a neck scarf would probably be the best solution to cover the edge on the neck part. And once you wear clothes that don't cover the edges on your shoulder, use a high quality long wig. For the outfit, wear tops, blouses or low-cut dresses that cover the edges on the shoulder part and direct people's attention to your mesmerizing cleavage.